As it stands currently, they'd be looking at about a 50-yard field goal if they wanted to trot out Ryan Burns if they can't get any yardage here on the next couple of plays. He obviously showed he had the leg for it. That wasn't the problem. It was the accuracy that was just maybe a couple of feet off. I mean, he just about nailed it. Low snap, Boykin looking downfield and just behind Falkenstein, as now 3rd and 10 upcoming for the Knights offense. Hoban's passing game, a little sluggish at points here in this ball game. Got to give some credit, though, to some great defensive backs on the side of the Titans. Obviously, a couple multi-star recruits. Their safeties are absolute monsters. Their wide receivers can play both ways. It's really a great unit back there. As Boykin, quarterback keeper, up to the 20, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock with 19 seconds left. And his run looks like it's going to end up shy of the first down. So this will be 4th and 1. 19 seconds brings up just one issue, and no, they're going to trot out Ryan Burns with 19 seconds to go. So the holder and Joey Hardman will set up at the 28-yard line. So a 38-yard field goal attempt coming up.
Trinity Episcopal.
And we'll see the Titans try and call a timeout here to attempt to ice Burns. So far on the season, just one missed field goal. Burns 3 for 4, a long of 36. So this would be a new long if he ends up making this 38 yards out. A decent ways to boot. But obviously, I mean, he showed off. He has an absolute cannon of a leg. It's just going to be a matter of direction here for Burns if he can center this up. Ball spotted on the right hash. So he'll have to pull it a bit to the left. Titans leaving a couple guys back in case of a fake field goal attempt. 19 seconds, 4th and 1 for the Hoban Knights. Looking for points here to end off the quarter. Ball is snapped. The kick is up. And it is good. Ryan Burns burning up here at home. And their home opener, his second make from 30 plus. As the Knights lead it 13-0. Titans will get one final shot here in a moment before the halftime whistle blows. And we'll see what Burns elects to do here on the kickoff. Sent a line drive dot straight to the hands of Brendan Ridley last time. You almost want to see, hey, try and get this right down the middle, put it on a squib. Don't give their top returners any chance to make a big play here and give them some life before the end of the half. There's only 14 seconds on the clock, so you don't have to worry too much about once that offense hits the field. They're likely going to take a knee unless special teams give them something big and gives them a reason to take a shot. So Burns places the ball on the tee. Obviously has the leg. You've seen him boot a couple out of the back of the end zone so far this season. See if he gets another shot as whistles blow. And Burns did put that almost back in the end zone, by the way. It looks like substitutions were still being made here on the kickoff. And so Burns will have to kick this one again. .14 seconds to go. We'll step aside for the halftime break and be back once it finishes. The Give you a little halftime analysis before we come back as well. As Ryan Burns replaces the ball now, and we're set for kickoff once more here at downfield. A 13-point advantage, 14 seconds to go. And Burns now on the kick. And this will be taken shy of the 10. It's Ridley. Finds the far sideline and out of bounds around the 30. So not too much of a big return there. And they're actually going to mark him down pretty shy of the 30, closer to the 25. They'll say he stepped out. And so you wonder what the play call is here. 9 seconds on the clock. Offense hasn't had much. Do you give a shot to Brown or to Robinson? Or you just give this to a run to Grant and see what he has in the tank? See if he can give you one big play here to end out the half. Tyson Campbell going to be the deep safety on this play, just protecting in case anything happens. And they will go play action. Looking downfield, incomplete, and pass interference going to be called on the play as Aiden Boykin, the senior defensive back for the Hoban Knights, all over the wide receiver there. So with 4 seconds to go, move this ball a little bit closer. So from the 27, now up to the 42. I believe should be the spot here. And it will be. So from the 42, pretty much time for one deep ball left. They've shown that that's clearly what they want to go for. So target them. Isaiah Robinson, Davian Brown, the two big wideouts so far for the Titans. Hoban's going to send 4. Tyson Campbell, the deep safety. Mintz will join him back there. Boyd under pressure. Throws this one to the sideline, out of bounds with zeros on the clock. So we will head to halftime. The Hoban Knights lead it 13-0 over the defending back-to-back state champions out of Richmond, Virginia in the Titans. Folks, we'll be right back after a couple of words from our sponsors here in East Akron. Hoban on top as we hit the break.
21 News delivers the news as it happens, using the latest technology from where it happens. On air, online,
Wednesday afternoon weather update.
Very dangerous.
and on the 21 News social media platforms.
I'm on the road right now.
21 News, the Valley's only locally owned source for trusted news since 1953.
Craftsmanship to us is 60 years of pride and dedication.
Passed down from generation to generation.
The hardwood floors that your kids take their first steps on.
The solid wood doors you quietly close at night.
The things we create day in and day out are the products that end up turning your house into a home.
At Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods, uncompromising quality and craftsmanship built our business.
And it will keep us moving forward for generations to come.
Going the extra mile at Greenwood Chevrolet means we want to take care of the community that takes care of us too.
And we have to work together always. And that's how you stay in business for 40 years.
You know, I love being a helper because when I help somebody, it makes me feel good.
It means a lot that I can make a difference in others' lives.
So I will do everything I can and just being there for them every step of the way.
I want them to know within the first 5 minutes that they could depend on me. That's what going the extra mile means, only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
Before the lights come on, before the workday begins, before a long day is ended, or it's time to have fun. It all starts with the people at Joe Dickey Electric. From replacing a light fixture in your home to building a substation for your business, no job is too big or too small. The people of Joe Dickey Electric power them all. Joe Dickey Electric, over 60 years of powering the Mahoning Valley.
Hi, this is Zell Bush.
Hi, this is Tom Flynn. Hi, this is Steve Rossetto.
Hi, this is Ryan Miller.
Hi, this is Rich Sakui from WRS Wealth Advisors.
With our combined 80 years of experience,
WRS Wealth Advisors are the area's premier wealth and retirement specialists. Call 330-965-0370 to learn more about our individual and corporate financial planning services.
or visit WRSwealth.com.
Go Raiders.
Go Dogs.
Go Cats. Go Dogs. Go Tigers.
You're not waiting to see what the world has in store for you. It's more about what you have in store for the world. All you need is the opportunity. All you need are the resources of a large university and the advantages of a personalized academic setting where you can experience new worlds in the arts and sciences, business, and education and make them your own. We are where you shape your future. We are Youngstown State University and proud.
We believe expectations are made to be exceeded. At the new Toyota of Warren, it's about more than just getting a great deal. It's about service you can count on and a friendship you can trust. Year after year, we've done what we do best. We've gone the extra mile so you could too. Because we know it's just not about buying a new car. It's the start of a new adventure. Toyota of Warren, driven by you.
Nestled here in the beauty and splendor of Mill Creek Metro Parks are two of America's best golf courses, as selected by Golf Week magazine. Ranked number 9 in Ohio by TripAdvisor. Come play like a pro on these award-winning Donald Ross-designed courses. Enjoy a round with your kids and unwind with your favorite food and drinks in the grill room. For championship golf, look no further than your backyard. Mill Creek Golf Course.
As Comco celebrated 70 years in 2022, we have much to be thankful for. We are proud of the Comco culture as we serve our customers with Comco Care with our premier customer service, quality parts, and on-time delivery. The partnerships we have with our customers and our community are second to none. We thank you for your continued support. We are proud to be part of this community and will continue to offer great jobs for great people.
Change. This one word can make you break out in a cold sweat. But with change comes wisdom, experience, and understanding. At Myers Family Insurance, we can help make changes in Medicare, insurance, and retirement a positive experience for you and your family. We've gone through changes, like our new office and new faces to help our family of clients too.
For all your Medicare needs, call Myers Family Insurance. Check us out online at MyersFamilyINS.com or find us on Facebook.
Your culinary adventure awaits at Legends Food and Drink. Experience a welcoming ambiance while you explore our appetizing menu featuring over 20 meals under $20 and over 30 lunches for $12 or less. Our private dining room seat between 10 and 20 at no additional cost. And don't forget our spacious 35-seat bar for your favorite sporting event. Book your special occasion in our elegant banquet room that seats up to 150 comfortably. Legends Food and Drink, a taste you'll remember. Market Street and Route 224 in Boardman.
Sheely's is more than a furniture store. We're a hub for all of your appliance needs. We offer the widest selection at everyday low prices, with over $1 million of in-stock inventory from Whirlpool, KitchenAid, LG, GE, and more. Our knowledgeable, no-pressure sales staff can help you find the perfect appliances for your home. We're there for you beyond your purchase to service what we sell and offer free local delivery with 24-month special financing. Sheely's, the best things in life happen at home.
House troubles can attack anytime. When trouble strikes, call Mighty Mike. Your hometown hero is on his way. HVAC causing havoc? Has your furnace gone mad? Mighty Mike Heating and Cooling will save the day. Commercial or residential, 24/7. For quality service you can depend on. Call your hometown hero. Call Mighty Mike.
Hi, I'm Colin Chupa. And I'm Kelsey Clem from K-Squared Marketing.
Our boutique marketing firm specializes in media planning and buying, public relations, event marketing strategies, and strategic sponsorships. We can integrate our services with your existing game plan, or we can be your entire marketing team. Your goals, our game plan. Let's win together. Call K-Squared Marketing at 330-623-2730 or visit ksquared.marketing to learn more.
Why choose local? Because you live here, work here, learn here, relax here, and celebrate here. 21 WFMJ is our Valley's only locally owned TV station, and our focus is local. Other TV stations don't have that same focus, as their owners are somewhere else. But 21 WFMJ is rooted in the Valley. Local people making decisions that affect your life, right here where you live.
Now you can see every school, to the smallest school, to the intermediate schools, to the schools in the outlying areas. It gives you coverage that you could just never get to before. It's something that's great to experience, and it's opened up a whole new wave of sports viewership. The possibilities are endless here at YSN. Push the envelope every day. Try something new. If it works, great. If it doesn't, well, let's try another angle, and we just keep moving forward. My name is Mike Ackelson, and my sports network is your sports network.
What can you do on over 5,000 acres? At Mill Creek Metro Parks, you can discover unique habitats and wildlife, create memorable family moments, experience history, heritage, and park programs, explore scenic landscapes, take time to relax and be well, connect with nature and each other. Come see what's new at Mill Creek Metro Parks. Plan your trip now at millcreekmetroparks.org.
Going the extra mile at Greenwood Chevrolet means taking care of our local customers.
And it's just a great feeling to put them in a vehicle and get them all excited about a new vehicle.
At the end of the day, our goal is to be someone our customers can count on.
And every day I'll go the extra mile for the community so they can trust us.
To do anything that would convenience the customer or make them feel more at home.
Realizing, number one, that we're here for them and that we're not going to go away.
That's what going the extra mile means, only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
Quality, customer service, and integrity. Those are the 4 words that have driven our success since 1957 at Joe Dickey Electric.
Joe Dickey Electric is one Mahoning Valley landmark business that stays current with the requirements of our customers. Family owned and managed, we are an electrical contractor and energy solutions provider. Every member of our team adds to his or her skill set through ongoing training. Residential, commercial, industrial, automotive, and more. We keep ahead of the needs of our customers with a fleet of more than 50 vehicles and 24/7 emergency service, so you're never left in the dark.
Hi, this is Tommy Clem, owner of WRS Insurance Solutions.
WRS Insurance Solutions is a local independent agency that specializes in life, Medicare, long-term care, and disability products. Call us at 330-953-3722 or visit us at wrsinsuranceSolutions.com to learn more.
Good luck to all the student athletes in the Valley.
The feeling when my hands are on the piano, it's become comforting. It's somewhere that I can express myself. I go to Youngstown State University and my passion is playing music. YSU is allowing me to take what I love and turn it into a career and do it every single day of my life. I'm Alyssa, and I'm YN proud.
My guy keeps it 100% of the time. He wants all 100, won't settle for 99. And it's more than stats, because there's people in those numbers. And I was one of the lost sheep. I'm so glad he cares for all 100. I'm 100% safe, 100% free. 100% love, I can be 100% me. He gave all 100 when they put him up on that tree. That's 100% passion for 100% free. So if I play in front of 100, or if I play in front of 2, there's an audience of 1 getting 100% of what I can do.
Before the lights come on, before the workday begins, before a long day is ended, or it's time to have fun, it all starts with the people at Joe Dickey Electric. From replacing a light fixture in your home to building a substation for your business, no job is too big or too small. The people of Joe Dickey Electric power them all. Joe Dickey Electric, over 60 years of powering the Mahoning Valley.
Welcome back to Dowd Field here in East Akron. The Hoban Knights leading 13-0 as the state champion dance team out there for the Hoban Knights, keeping the crowd entertained. Senior recognition night going around here in Hoban as well. Packed house on hand, a great time to recognize everybody in the home opener. Let's talk a little bit here about what went down in that first half. We'll start out with the Trinity Titans. Offensively, they were pretty much stifled outside of the one drive that was nearly there at the end of the half, or just prior to their drive at the end of the half. Got down inside of the red zone, attempted to go for it on 4th down after failing to reach the end zone on a handful of passes. They turn the ball over. Hoban drives the field and gets a field goal out of it. Pretty much ices the first half as well. Offensively, the Titans have to find a way to diversify this offense. The run game is getting stifled. It's allowing these defensive backs to play such tight coverage on wide receivers that it's really taken away a lot of passing lanes. And you have to give credit, Hoban has played phenomenal defense. They've gotten pressure down on the quarterback multiple times. Logan's taking some shots. He's had some phenomenal throws to go alongside that as well. Here in the second half, though, he's going to have to put that ball in the money, get it out to your guys, Davion Brown and Isaiah Robinson. Those are the two I circled here on my charts prior to the game. Those are the two top targets they've tried to target here in this first half. They need to get back to that, and they have to find a way to open up some space for Trey Grant, whether it's getting the ball out on a screen pass or something else. Straight up handing him the football hasn't given them anything major. He's had some nice carries. He's got some good yardage. But at the end of the day, you look at the scoreboard and you see a 0. Something's not working, and there's a lack of balance on this offense for the Titans. So couple change-ups, couple tweaks, not even change-ups. They have a great offensive line, but they've been getting outpowered by this defensive unit so far for Hoban, who continues to come at them with different looks. They're not afraid to blitz on 3rd and long, and even on 1st and 10. Hoban, they're doing a great job. Their defensive coordinator, and Renzi Parnell, has done a great job game planning for this Titans group, who's just out here in their first game, still trying to find their identity for the season after 2 state championship runs over the last couple of years, a 14-game win streak coming into the season on the line. So a lot on the line for this Titans group, but Parnell did his research. I mean, he's done his job, and over the past couple of weeks, Coach Terrell has just absolutely praised his coordinators, and Parnell was one of the big ones that he had put out there in a coach's corner. He did a couple weeks ago with our own Steve Leslie here on YSN. He was so praising of this entire coaching unit, not just Parnell. He knows that these guys understand what he wants to do out there on the field. They're not afraid to go down and get in these players' faces and get them set and ready to go for whatever the challenge that comes up against them. And there's a trust within this coaching unit that has permeated itself into trust between teammates on the field. And I think that's maybe the biggest thing we've seen this season as it's gone along. Every game, this team seems to trust one another more and more. I mean, there is a severe lack of broken assignments. We're playing high school football, folks. You're supposed to make mistakes. There's supposed to be blown coverages. You're supposed to see wide receivers go and make some great plays. That hasn't happened against this Knights defense. They have been about as solid as you could hope for. They gave up one long drive in this entire first half, and it came off of a couple great plays from a guy who is a 4-star wide receiver at the moment and very easily could finish high school as a 5-star. I don't even think that's a question, that he has every chance to make himself a 5-star prospect. He's a sophomore. But Elbert Hill has the interception, has a couple pass deflections. Then you got Xavier Williams, couple pass breakups. He has been all over the place, taking away passes from Tegan Logan. It has to be frustrating right now for this Titans offense. And on the flip side of this football, with the Hoban offense, probably still some change-ups that could be made. You forced 3 long field goals by high school standards for Ryan Burns. He's drilled 2 of them from 34 and 38, missed the 50-yarder. These are field goals that you'd expect to see out of a college kicker or a pro kicker. They need to find a way, if they're going to go field goal, I know he's got the leg, but you want to save him for week 10 and not use everything here in week 3 on him. You have to find a way to get closer into the red zone and start finishing some of these drives. They've had a number of great drives where they have gotten down past the 30-yard line and then everything stalls out, and you have to give some credit there to the Titans defense for making the adjustments late in drives. Not a big thing they need to do defensively. Start making those adjustments, take away the run earlier when they have so much space behind them. Hoban has done a great job spreading that field, getting their wideouts and Hightower down the field, even though the ball isn't being thrown there to Hartman and Hightower and Falkenstein. They are decoys. It is stretching the defense so thin. Boykin and Cook have just been able to take the 20 yards in front of them just about every time and go do something. Now when the field shrinks down to about 30 yards behind them, that's when this Titan defense has really tightened up. They're able to play a little closer to the line of scrimmage, really work on taking away the run. I know it sounds a bit risky here, but Titans might need to go with a little bit of zero defense here. Bring the house. Have to find a way to get Boykin uncomfortable. Take away the run game because Caleb Jones is just going all over the place. It seems whenever he touches the football, he's getting 5, 6, 7 yards, and that's what he averages. Titans have to take that away here in the second half. And Xavier Williams, we talked about him on the defensive side of the football. Well, his offensive contribution should be noted as well. Just a handful of carries. They throw him in there at running back, a position we really haven't seen him at this season, at least in the small sample size that we've had. But they throw him in there, and here he is breaking off a couple big plays. I fully expect to see more of him getting utilized in this offense, even if they just kind of use him as a scat back and work him into the passing game or just as a decoy out there in the field. Another guy for this defense to have to think about, because now we're seeing with Hoban, they have 3 guys they can put in there running back and get yardage. And I'm not just talking about, here's a big jump play like they do with Elbert Hill and get him on the end around. They tried it with Cook as well. You know, those gadget plays that they work sometimes, they don't work other times. But they got 3 guys now that you can put in on 1st and 10 or 3rd and long even and expect them to go get 6, 7, 8, 10, 15 yards when you put them out there. And that's a great compliment to this offensive staff, offensive line coaches Ralph Orsini and Justin Ray, running backs coach Maddie Richardson and Adrian Brown. I mean, a great job, and they are so in sync right now. This is about perfectly executed football. If you were to walk into any high school in the country and go, I want to establish a run game, what do I do? The blueprint here is in this football game for Hoban. Trust your offensive linemen. I know they had a couple of new guys out there. Nate Cross has done much better this week at home, snapping the football. It's been a little low, but last week he was throwing them over the head of Boykin and was really trying to get up and attack that defensive line quickly. Now Nate Cross, he's slowing it down a little bit, taking a little bit off of it. They're coming in a little lower, and it's thrown off the timing of a couple run plays to Jones, but they haven't turned the ball over. That was a big problem last week. They kept the Ramblers in the ball game early. They cleaned it up, pulled away in the second half. No turnover so far here. It's still close. It's only a 13-point ball game. That's 2 touchdowns. And when you look at the explosiveness of the offense that they're going against here today, that's not a comfortable lead. This is a team a season ago in Trinity that scored 435 points of offense in just 11 games. That's that's a big margin for them to be throwing out there, and that's a lot to go against in comparison in the 16 games that Hoban went out there with, 623 points. So 200 points in, what was I saying there, 5 less games. These two offenses, high-powered a season ago. We haven't seen that same explosiveness out of this Trinity group, who, in fairness, did lose a lot of their key leaders on this offense and defense, lost top recruits to college football. That was expected after back-to-back high school football championships in Virginia, but kind of not expected that they'd be so slow out of the gates here against this Hoban Knights program, whose defense has really told the story of the season. Special teams has also had its fair share of this. We talked about it a week ago in Erie. Talked about it again here. You got Ryan Burns out there with 6 of the team's 13 points. And he very, very easily, a slight gust of wind away from that being 9 of a team's 16 points from 50 yards out. The truth of the matter is, there were a lot of people down behind that end zone saying that went through the uprights, because he kicked a 50-yarder and it cleared the top of the uprights by probably about 20 feet. So he would have been good from about 60 yards. We're looking at a top kicker here who's also working, by the way, with one of the top long snappers in the country. Always have to give credit where credit is due to special teams. Caleb Schlater, the only 5-star recruit on this Hoban offense, according to Coach Terrell, and he's very proud of that fact, that Schlater is such a high-valued prospect. Currently, I believe he's committed to Toledo. We'll see if that stands throughout the rest of this season. He is a senior, so he'll be gone, and they'll have to look for somebody else to take care of long snapping duties next season. But so far this year, long snapping has not been a problem, and that's something a lot of teams deal with throughout the season. Can you get those snaps down? Special teams can be so important, and that has just been a department all around, whether it's been in the return game or in kicking games, punting. Everything has been tremendous in the special teams group. Of course, I'm saying all this. Kickoff's about to happen here in quarter number 3 as the Hoban Knights lead 13-0. First time we'll see the kicker back out here for Trinity since the beginning of the game, as he gets set to boot this one away. Back deep to return, looks like Tyson Campbell is one of them. Can't quite tell who the other one is at the moment, as we are officially under darkness here in East Akron. And the kick is away. And this will be taken by one of the up men around the 18-yard line. And now some space to maneuver, and a last-second tackle takes away the big play. Is in on the return, Deion Rogers, the senior linebacker, running back, fullback, whatever you want to use him for. Took that ball and nearly had himself a hole that could have taken him the distance. Either way, from the 39-yard line, the Hoban Knights take over for their first drive of the second half, as Boykin's been clean in the pocket. Hasn't had as many big plays as we've seen in the last couple weeks. Still waiting for him to pop one off to his receivers. Just one safety here in the formation for Trinity, as they've got 4 guys now on the line, and it'll be a run. Left side, some space for Jones as he gets taken down up near the 50. A strong hit that time from Deuce Edwards. Senior defensive backs taken down at the 50, but it's good enough for a first down on the first play from scrimmage. And again, we talked about this just a couple minutes ago as we were getting set for this second half. It's coming down to the run game for this Hoban team. That is what they're going to rely on here in the second half to continue to push it. They've done a great job with it already, and the play action is just getting closer and closer to popping one big if Boykin can deliver, and they decide to go that way. So another run here from Jones. Not as big of a pop this time, just 2 yards up to the 48. That's just about a minute off the clock. It's Peyton Cook going to come onto the field. Might be looking for a pass play on second and 8 as they're sending off most of their heavy blockers in favor of a few of their skill position players. Hightower and Hardman out there alongside Cook. Looks like they're going to have all 3 wideouts to the left side. Caleb Jones in the backfield also to the left of Boykin, so very heavy over there. Wonder maybe you screen that direction. Use some of those wide receivers as blockers here on second and short. And Caleb Jones on the false start took a step forward there. And so that's going to back them up 5 yards here for second down. So make it 2nd and 13. And we'll see if this gives them a change in play call or if they keep it the same. Doesn't look like any sign of change here. Oh, now we have a couple subs. As they will send off a couple tight ends. Braylon Parker, sophomore offensive lineman, also going to sub in at left guard. Hightower and Hardman off to the right side. Falkenstein and Cook to the left. Now Falkenstein in motion. Play action. No, this will be a quarterback keeper from Boykin, using the wheels for the first down. And really, the first couple of weeks of the season, they did not let him use his legs. He technically had 5 carries for negative 18 yards. 3 of those were bad snaps, sent him in the wrong direction. He did have some positive runs throughout that game, but a couple of bad snaps forced his yardage down. They haven't really given him the green light to run until now, and it's paying dividends here in this ball game. Under 10 to play in the third quarter of action as Boykin goes under center. And they will look to run again. It's Jones. Jones into the open field, slipping a tackle. Jones, one man behind him, and he dives through the pylon. Is he in? Waiting on a call. Looks like he might be down shy of the goal line. And he will be. Looks like down at the 3. But a great run there from Caleb Jones, putting his team down inside of the 5. So playbook wide open. They've liked to pass this close to the goal line, especially with the defense expecting run as they go I formation. Jones, the last man back there. A defender way out of position here as this ball is snapped. Jones up the middle. Jones into the end zone from the 3. And he pays off the long run with a touchdown. His second of the ball game and 7th rushing touchdown of the season. He has had 2 or more touchdowns in each game so far. A very obvious piece to what this offense is trying to do as Burns out there for the extra point. And the kick is up. Looks good from here and is good as the Knights lead it 20-0 here in quarter number 3. 9:29 to go, folks. We'll be back. More football from East Akron when we return.
You're looking to your future, preparing for your goals, and they're closer than you think. Because here, success is part of the plan. It's a place where academic and social opportunities are meant to prepare you for life, not just the next 4 years. You'll be equipped to face new challenges and turn hard work into a career. You're ready for your success to take root. And here's where it starts. We are Youngstown State University, and proud.
Back here in the third quarter, Burns back out there after the extra point through the uprights. And the Knights lead 20-0. He's been kind of all over the place on kickoff today. Had a line drive, had one out of bounds, put one through the end zone. That got called back on some false starts. And then had one that ended up about 10 yards short of where he normally drops one in there. So we'll see what he can do this time through. As the kick looks good and is good as it drops about the top of the B in the end zone. So we'll see this Titans offense back here on the field, starting out at the 20-yard line. Last time we saw them out here on offense, they were using their big wide receivers to try and get down the field. And I'm not kidding, they got some big boys out there. Davion Brown, a sophomore at 6'2", just shy of 200 pounds. And Isaiah Robinson, 6'4", also just shy of 200 pounds. We talked about just the size of this offensive line earlier in the ball game. And it starts with their sophomore right tackle, Brady Shakowitz. As you see him out there on the line, standing at 6'7", 315 pounds. Absolute beast on that line, and he just adds on to a senior unit, as that is Tanner Mintz in there on the first down tackle, blowing that play up before it went anywhere, as they were looking to get Grant the football on first down on the run. So 2nd and 8. Tegan Logan looking to the sideline for the play. Looks like they're making some adjustments now at the line of scrimmage. Takes the snap, looking deep, left side, a little comeback route, and this is caught for a first down on the far side of the field. Looks like Brennan Ridley, the one in there on the reception. And so first down, and it was the passing game that we were talking about before this game started that we thought the Titans were going to have to rely on this ball game. They've used a lot of Trey Grant, and why not? He's a great running back for this team. But Hoban has been great against the run this season. They've been great again today, and now they've got Logan in the backfield, and that is going to be a sack. Back at the 26-yard line, Jordan Pritchard-Sewell in there alongside Devin Bell. Taking him down for the sack, back at the 26, and now it's 2nd and 15. This pass game has been stifled by one, the pass rushes you just saw there, and two, some great play by Elbert Hill and Xavier Williams. And this will be a pitch left side. A dive is missed there, as this man still on his feet, going down about the 31-yard line. Great effort there from Tanner Mintz, diving, sacrificing life and limb to try and make the play. At least I believe that's who was diving past there to stop the run from Davion Brown. So 3rd and 10 from the 31, 7.5 to go in our third quarter of action. Big third down coming for a stifled Titans offense. One first down already on the drive. Can they get another one on third? Sending a man out into the flat. And it will be a run up the middle, nowhere to go. And he is taken down around the 32. And that was James Woodward, senior running back, stepping in for Trey Grant on third down. Trying some misdirection, but the Knights sticking to their assignments, not fooled. And I'm sure Coach Terrell excited to hear that. That was one of his keys to the games from a couple weeks ago, is that these players need to start trusting one another defensively, to everyone to be in their gaps, everyone to be on their assignments as the offense jumps, as the defense were sliding along the line of scrimmage. And so this will back up their punter in Hugh Stone, who's already seen some pressure on his first couple of punts. I believe it's Falkenstein back to return. 6:40 on the clock. So can the Knights get a pressure yet again on the punter? And they don't quite get there, as this one is away. Fair catch taken for at the 36-yard line. So we'll see the Hoban Knights back out here on the field again after a touchdown drive led by Caleb Jones. Got them down the field, culminated with a 3-yard rushing touchdown 3 minutes ago by Jones. And with how well this team ran the football last time out, we kind of said it throughout that drive, and we're going to get more Caleb Jones. It's going to be a heavy dose of Jones. Likely throughout the rest of this ball game, you now have a 3-score advantage and momentum clearly on your side. Start burning that clock down. Take away any ability for a comeback for the Titans. So Jones behind in the gun, man in motion coming across his high tower. And they will play action this. Now Boykin rolling out, flips this ahead up to Tate. And Tate will take this to the 50. Tate Crable, the junior tight end, sliding out of that formation. A great play action there by Boykin. Goes to hand it off, holds the ball behind his hip so no one can see it. Looks like Jones has it as everyone's pulling off to the left side. And then he and Tate Crable move off to the right. An easy flick down the field, and it's a first down for the Knights. So from the 49, Feaster into the backfield. And the ball is on the ground. The Titans have it. This is Titans football at the 44. A low snap from Nate Cross is recovered by Zahir Rayner. And so a turnover here for the Knights gives Trinity great field position in the third quarter. And we talked about that coming out of the half, just how well Hoban had done protecting the football, unlike a week ago when they were giving that football away left and right on a couple of bad snaps. And now a low snap on a play that depended totally on timing, throws everybody off. Boykin can't get there as the ball is just rolling down to his feet, and the Titans already rushing past the pulling guards. Were right there to jump down on that football. So Tegan Logan takes over at the 44. Short field ahead of him, and a great opportunity now for the Titans. Hoban used a turnover in that first half to move down the field and create some momentum for themselves. As a reception will move them up to the 30-yard line. It's Brennan Ridley. And now you're seeing the Titans start to move a little bit quicker. It looks like they got a pep in their step, something we haven't seen out of them all game long. They had looked pretty down and out for most of this going against this defense. Just nothing was working. And that play sparking some life within this group. Can they find the end zone for the first time? Starting defense has only allowed 12 points this season for the Hoban Knights. Logan looking to throw, zips this low to Robinson, and that's incomplete. So pressure all around. Logan kind of looked like he wanted to roll out of the pocket, but defenders all around him, no choice but just to try and fit one in there, and he couldn't get it. So 2nd and 10 now for the Titans from the 30. Two men will come in motion here to start this play. Pressure back in there, but it's a screen pass. But this is taken away. Great play there by the defense. Anthony McMullen in there on the stop. First to the ball carrier, Trey Grant. Eli Lee also in there. So 3rd and 12. Well, no, legal procedure prior to that play. Let's see what ends up happening here. Okay, so they will walk this back 5 yards. So 35-yard line, and it will remain 2nd down. It's 2nd and 15 now for the Titans as the referees going to meet here. Terrell looks confused off the sideline. It was only a minimal gain, so you wonder if he might just wanted to decline that. And I think that's what he wanted, because the play lost yardage anyway. So it's 3rd and 12 instead of 2nd and 15. The penalty declined on the procedural penalty. So 5 to go. I should say 5 to go left in the quarter. Grant in the backfield with Logan. 2 wide outs to the right, 1 to the left, and he's looking off to the left. I think that ball was tipped at the line of scrimmage, and it's incomplete. Great plays by the defense all around. This time it's the senior linebacker, Ricky Williams. And Ricky has just had a great season already. Gets the deflection there, and it brings up 4th and 12. Here in the second half, Trinity, their best field position in a long time. They're going to go for it. Failed their last time down on this part of the field. Went for it on 4th down. Logan had to scramble out of the pocket. And now a throw over the middle. Taken into the 25. This is complete for the 1st down. And Brennan Ridley making a huge play there for about 15 yards. And so the drive will stay alive a moment longer here for the Titans. A beautifully paced ball by their junior quarterback. Also back in here in the backfield is Woodward. Taking a snap in place of the All-State running back Trey Grant. Man in motion out to the flat, and Logan will keep this one, and he will fall forward to the 14. About a 5-yard pickup on 1st and 10. He's now operating in the red zone. The big target, Davion Brown, is the lone man on the right side, and now whistles will blow here. Defensive penalty, offsides. Depending on the spot of that last ball, this is going to give him either second and a very much an inch or first down. And it looks like it will be second down and about a half inch. Davion Mitchell, the guy to circle on the bottom side, one-on-one against Elbert Hill, two of the top players in the nation of their class, and instead to the far side of the field, incomplete over the head of everyone. But this duo right here, two players to watch for over the next couple of years. Elbert Hill the fourth and Davion Brown. This game featuring two of the top recruits of the 2026 class, and that is no exaggeration. Elbert Hill also a 4-star. Woodward in the backfield still. And he will get the handoff, and he will go nowhere as the Knights close in on defense yet again, and that run game has been just stifled by a tremendous defensive effort, and this brings up 4th down. What turns out to be a loss of 4. And obviously still going for it here, 4th down. Hoban looks like they're going to bring 4. Middle linebacker Eli Ali, though, creeping over the line of scrimmage. Does he want to blitz? And he will not. He's going to spy Logan. Logan wants to take off with it. Now flips this to the end zone. Ball is knocked away. And who else? Elbert Hill the fourth. They were looking for Davion Mitchell, but the 4-star from Hoban beats the 4-star from Virginia. The crowd goes wild, and it's a turnover on downs. The Hoban Knights will take control again, and we'll be right back.
HVAC causing havoc? Has your furnace gone mad? Commercial or residential, 24/7. Call your hometown hero. Call Mighty Mike.
3:04 to go in this third quarter of action. Hoban with the football again. They scored on their first drive, and we'll see what they can do out here now. After a fumble, ended off drive number 2. It was a low snap. Feaster, the running back, in there. He will get the carry. Hops over one defender and gets shoelace tackled down to the 16-yard line. Jay Williams in there on the tackle. And a crucial one at that. If he doesn't grab a hold of Feaster's legs, that boy starts getting some momentum. He becomes virtually impossible to slow down. If you don't get right on him at the line of scrimmage, he has really been a lethal threat in the run game this season. Feaster still out there for 2nd and 7. 3 wideouts in the formation, no tight ends, but a fullback. And Feaster again. It's going to take 3 Titans to take him down, and this will be a pickup of 1 on the 2nd down carry. And so 3rd down here, and you likely have to look to Boykin to get them out of this situation, throwing the football or using his legs. We've seen a lot of that here in this ball game, a lot more than, at least I should say, we've seen in previous games this season from Boykin. So 3 wideouts to the right side. Now tight end going to join the field as well, and Logan Flockbart as Terrell now walking onto the field. Confusion, I think, from his team as the Knights will take a timeout here in the second half. 1:41 to go, folks. Don't go anywhere. Hoban looking to defend home turf in their home opener.
Before the lights come on, before the workday begins, before a long day is ended, or it's time to have fun. It all starts with the people at Joe Dickey Electric. From replacing a light fixture in your home to building a substation for your business, no job is too big or too small. The people of Joe Dickey Electric power them all. Joe Dickey Electric, over 60 years of powering the Mahoning Valley.
Going the extra mile at Greenwood Chevrolet means
your grandmother's fine china, those trendy sneakers, your collection of hand-carved duck decoys. Auto Owners protects your home. Because, well, somebody should. That's simple human sense. Oh, now you do your job.
Welcome back here to your Sports Network. I'm Alec Caberna in the third quarter. Knights have the football, but it's 3rd and 7. Upcoming here from about the 17. Line to gain out there at the 23. Boykin alone in the backfield. And now a man in motion. Play action. No, quarterback keeper. And he will only make his way up to the 20-yard line. And this will likely bring on Ryan Burns for a punt. Haven't seen him punting the ball too much here today. Well, we'll see him here with 1:24 left in our third quarter. So the defensive stop on 4th down does not lead Hoban's offense back out. So that fumble might have shut this offense down prematurely tonight. We'll see if they can rebound on their next possession. Struggles getting set here on special teams, and now Burns gets them set, boots this one away, still carrying, and will drop down around the 50. Will get picked up around the 35, and Ridley able to get this one out shy of the 45-yard line. We'll see the Titans take over yet again here on offense. Their second time, just a couple minutes. That drive not lasting very long for Hoban. Took a couple minutes off the clock, down to 39 seconds remaining in the quarter. So an important couple minutes shaved off. But I'm sure they would have loved to end that drive in points and really put this ball game away. Trinity still kind of hanging around despite the fact their offense hasn't found the end zone. You just kind of think at some point they've been very close to busting out a big play here or there, and it just has not come to fruition. So 1st and 10 from the 41. Man in motion out to the flat. Penalty markers down. This will be a pre-snap false start. No, offsides on the defense. Lined up in the neutral zone. And so a 5-yard penalty puts this ball up to the 46. Woodward still in the backfield. No Trey Grant. He's had a pretty all right day. Don't know why he's not out there. Looks like same play call is on here. It's a quick pass over to Robinson. He catches it, but is taken down viciously on the tackle. It's Braden Grant in there. And this will make it 2nd and 1. They're just barely shy of the marker. Probably going to see Woodward take the football here on 2nd and short. They look for the first down. Out of that, or a quarterback keeper would be my guess, but they're going to look for a pass, and that is incomplete as Boyd got drilled last second. In there to make the tackle looks like Eli Lee. Last second throw decision. I think Logan wanted to take off and run. As before we get to the 3rd and 1, we'll go to the 4th quarter. 20-0 Knights lead here in their home opener. Defense being strong yet again.
Visit Sheely's August 26th through September 9th, where the possibilities are endless. With our wide selection of options for any room or any budget. For a limited time, get $100 off a $1,000 purchase when you make a donation to Animal Charity of Ohio. Plus, get 12-month special financing. Transform your space with stylish furniture and enjoy an extra 10% off top brands like FlexSteel, Maven, Deckrest, and White Dove. These offers won't last long, August 26th through September 9th. Sheely's, the best things in life happen at home.
Your teams work hard and give it all they've got. Well, so does ours, because 21 Sports and YSN give you extra effort when covering local sports. 21 Sports and YSN, winning coverage of our Valley's teams.
Coca's Pizza, your high school football headquarters. Come in after the game or watch the game live with us, and you can get a free appetizer with any large pizza purchase. That's any Coca's Pizza dine-in location. Coca's Pizza, we serve it hot.
1 quarter to go here in the home opener. Knights lead at 20-0 over the season opening Trinity Titans from Richmond, Virginia, whose offense stifled so far. It's 3rd and 1. Logan will keep this himself, has the first down distance, and a little bit more as he rolls up past the 45-yard line. Tagan Logan gets his team the first down, and he's had to get mobile. Probably a lot more than he would have liked in this ball game. Not a guy that really ran too much a season ago. Just 87 yards, had to carry it 16 times. And 2 rushing touchdowns on the books. But again, I mean, he's probably halfway to 16 already in this ball game. As Logan steps up, tosses this one. Elbert Hill with his second interception of the ball game. And now Hill down the sideline. Elbert Hill touchdown. It's a pick 6. And the Hoban Knights have 6 more. No penalty markers down on the field. And Elbert Hill showing off yet again here today as he puts his team out by 26. Showing off that 4.34 speed as well. Easily one of the best prospects in the state of Ohio. I know he's class of 2026, but already showing out. Got to give credit, though, to his teammates there defensively. Put the pressure on Taken Logan. Forces him into an early pass, and he was under pressure. I think he got hit there by Eli Lee as well before he was even able to get that football off. So, I mean, a big credit there to the linebackers applying the pressure. Elbert Hill, right place at the right time, grabs it and gets 6. So Burns on for the extra point, and it is up and through the uprights. Keeping perfect on the day. 27-0 our score here in Akron.
Fall is in the air. The kids are back to school, crowds are cheering for the home team, and Myers Family Insurance is prepped for another crazy Medicare season. Every year there's changes, some big, some small, so it's important to have a conversation to make sure your plan is going to meet your expectations for the coming year. Give our team a call today to schedule your annual review.
For all your Medicare needs, call Myers Family Insurance or visit us on the web. Check us out online at MyersFamilyINS.com.
Everything you need to find a vehicle you love is right here at Greenwood Chevrolet. I'm Tracy, and I have the tools to make buying a car you love easy. Browse our inventory in person or online and find a vehicle that's right for you. Next, I'll get you approved for financing that works for you. Then, drive home in your new vehicle. I'm Tracy, and I have the perfect plan to help you drive home in the perfect vehicle. Find a vehicle you love only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
Well, the pick 6 leads us back here, 27-0, and Hoban's defense, another spectacular performance, as now for Elbert Hill, 2 interceptions here in the ball game, his 3rd forced turnover of the season. Out there, a defensive back. Tremendous performance already from him. We still got 11 and a half minutes to go, and this defense around him pitching the shutout as well. It's a miraculous performance against such an explosive offense on the other side. They have kept them quiet. This ball will bounce at the 10, picked up at the 5. This is Davion Brown trying to flip sides of the field. He is up to the 15-yard line, and that is where he will go down. So this offense comes back onto the field, and you wonder how their mood is going to be after the pick 6 a moment ago. Finally had a drive. They were moving it down the field. Logan looked like he was about to drive them down to the red zone, and then all of a sudden, here comes Elbert Hill. Runs right over your quarterback during a pick 6 return for a touchdown. And that's just kind of told the story of today's ball game to this point. Titans just have had no answer for what Hoban has thrown against them defensively. Their defense has played pretty decent to this point. I mean, forcing a couple long field goals. You knew Hoban's offense was going to score. That was inevitable. But they did a good job limiting how much they did score in that first half. As Logan back out there under pressure, throws this one towards the sideline to Brown, but it's over his head and incomplete.
Logan's pass sails out of bounds, incomplete. Looking for Brown.
Just 13 points in that first half for Hoban. You got to give credit to Trinity's defense there. This game has been very close by, standards of point differential. Just the problem is Trinity can't score the football. Boy, trying to get the defense to jump off sides, which they've done a couple times, so can't blame them for trying. 2nd and 10 from the 15, 11:25 to go in our fourth quarter of play here on your sports network. Thank you all for joining in, especially those of you tuning in from Richmond, Virginia. It's been a pleasure calling your team here tonight as a deep ball down the field, but out of bounds as he was looking for Brown yet again. Just unable to connect. And now here, almost a little desperate, trying to get that out to the boundaries. Get it to Brown, but back-to-back passes his way, and Logan's just overthrown him by a margin of which he can't even try and get that football. And so we'll see 3rd and 10 from Trinity. As long as they get a couple yards, I imagine it's still 4-down territory. Down by 4 touchdowns. Logan throws this one outside, and this is going to be caught by Ridley, and he will get just a couple as he's taken down by Ricky Williams.
Brought down by Tyson Campbell of the Knights.
Tyson Campbell also in there. And this makes it 4th and 5 and a move to the punter. Hugh Stone back out there again. Falkenstein, the deep man to return. Tyson Campbell did great in their last game, but he's only been in there a couple of times. Back as their deep man now, he will join Falkenstein. One's got the left side, the other's got the right. And the punt for Hugh Stone will go towards Falkenstein as this will roll over his head down inside of the 30 and will finally stop rolling at the 18-yard line, pardon me. So a great field flipper there from Hugh Stone. Had the bad punt earlier that was partially blocked, was a 1-yarder. That one, a very different story. Gets that all the way down inside of the opponent's red zone. So we'll see this offense back out there. Haven't had to do much in this fourth quarter. Defense has taken care of them to this point, especially in this just second half in general. Had the one good touchdown drive, put them up 20-0. Obviously a pick six here in the fourth quarter gives them another point. With a big lead like this, expect them to lean on the run here. Put this away, both Jones and Ricky Williams going out there. Boykin still in at quarterback, so no change to the backups as of yet. And this will be a reverse. Ricky going into space. Ricky to the sideline, making a couple guys miss. Ricky still on his feet to the 40 and finally ripped down shy of the 35. Ricky Williams showing off some speed here. We talked about it after the first half, just what he was doing on the ground and expecting to see him get some more touches. Finally gets his first touch of the second half and just blazes past the defense. So from their own 18, they now sit at the 37-yard line for first down. Feaster into the ball game, now at tailback. To the right side of Boykin. And they will give it to him up the middle. Breaking off a couple tackles and falling down up to the 30-yard line. Under 10 minutes to play now for Archbishop Hoban. So solid run there, pick up a 5 on first down for Brayton Feaster. haven't given him a ton of looks. Granted, they haven't done that in any game so far this season. 5 carries in their first game, 6 carries in their second, just a handful here. It's a guy that probably is going to find some more touches later in the season, although Ricky Williams now might have a couple words to say about that as well, as the timeout's going to be taken here. 9:14 mark, folks. Don't go anywhere. The conclusion of this one coming up on your sports network.
My guy keeps it 100% of the time. He wants all 100, won't settle for 99. And it's more than stats, because there's people in those numbers. And I was one of the lost sheep. I'm so glad he cares for all 100. I'm 100% safe, 100% free, 100% love. I can be 100% me. He gave all 100 when they put him up on that tree. That's 100% passion for 100% free. So if I play in front of 100, or if I play in front of 2, there's an audience of 1 getting 100% of what I can do.
2nd and 5 here for the Hoban Knights as they are on the outskirts of the red zone at the 32. First down, and they're virtually there. As Jones back in at running back after Feaster gets the 5-yard carry on first. Jones will take this left side. Jones has space, 1 man to beat. He gets past him. Jones to the end zone. It's another touchdown for the Hoban Knights, as now they lead it 33-0. A 32-yard rushing touchdown. And so they will no longer send Burns out there. It's Jeremy Hamill, the backup kicker here for the extra point. And Hamill so far in the season, 2 for 2 on extra points. He's seen action in both games. We'll see if he can make it now. 3 for 3. The kick is up, trending in the right direction, and is good. So 34-0 our score. The Hoban Knights cash in on the long touchdown.
YSN is very important to me because it gives me a platform to talk about what I love and what I have a true passion for in life, and that is sports. The possibilities are just endless, and every day we continue to grow and get better. My name's Scotty Mitcher, and my sports network is your sports network.
Well, a running clock has been activated here per rules of the OHSAAA. 34-0. 30-point differential is when that starts to go. So a few clock stoppages from here on out gives us a chance to look ahead on the schedules for both these teams. First up is going to be our Victor and Hoban, who currently leads this one. They will be back here at home next Saturday for a noon kickoff against Akron East. East off to a 2-0 start to the season, so that should be a good one between, well, I'll say neighbors here. Hoban and Akron East both sharing this side of town. As this is going to be taken in around the 5-yard line by Davion Brown, trying to flip sides of the field. Oh, he just about had a corner, but couldn't get past it and turn it downfield, so he's down shy of the 20. After that, it's a Friday game on a short week for this Hoban Knights crew as they will travel up to Cleveland to take on St. Ignatius, who at this point sits at 1-1. A game at the Euclid Community Stadium. And should be just a phenomenal game, and I'll be on the call for that. DJ Oakley here in the booth next weekend for Akron East. Taking some split duties this season here with the Hoban Knights. I should be on the call for the rest of the games, however, this season. As you're watching the official home of Hoban Knights football for the 2023 campaign, the number 2 ranked team in the state showing out here. Their 3rd straight out-of-state opponent. All 3 have been in state title talks. Week 1, Frederick Douglass state champion. Week 3 here, Trinity state champion. They're Ramblers. They lost in the regional quarterfinals last year, but still a team that was very much on the way to being talked about for a state championship. They lost by a touchdown to the eventual state champion So a pretty good team they played a week ago. And after that, it's a bye week for September 22nd. No game scheduled as this ball nearly out of the hands of Logan. He's under pressure. Penalty markers down as he just throws this one out of bounds.
Logan's pass thrown out of bounds, incomplete. Flags on the play.
And for Trinity, their upcoming schedule after the season opening loss, they return home for their home opener against the Fork Union Military Academy. 2 p.m. kickoff next Saturday. Then they'll have a Friday game on the road in Maryland against St. Mary's Riken. Then they'll be back on Saturday football, 2 p.m. kickoff on September 23rd against Episcopal out of Alexandria, Virginia. A 5 overall ranking in the state for this Trinity crew coming into the season. And they were met with a stiff test here on the road. And so after all that, it's a holding call. Eventually pushes them back, so this will be second and about 15. Chain might be a little bit farther back to the 16, but either way. Woodward still in the backfield with their quarterback. We'll see how much longer he stays in the ball game. Down by 34. Quick pass off to the right side, up near the original line of scrimmage. And Eli Lee will take the ball carrier out of bounds. That was Davion Brown, who's pretty much turned into their only wideout that they've looked at consistently. A little bit here and there from Brendan Ridley, but Isaiah Robinson's production has been pretty much shut down as the Knights have a player down. We'll step aside.
There are 4 members of GoldenStringRadio.org that works for your sports network. Super Dave, Kristen, Scotty, and myself. And if you love our work at Golden String, Isle, and Purple Cat, you are going to love the soon-to-be open GABA camp out at Farmer Casey's Ranch in Poitsville Township. It has all the nice, beautiful scenery, will feature cabins, and a whole lot of other great outdoor stuff. I'm Radar Pavlov, and my sports network is your sports network.
Nestled here in the beauty and splendor of Mill Creek Metro Parks are 2 of America's best golf courses, as selected by Golf Week magazine. Ranked number 9 in Ohio by TripAdvisor. Come play like a pro on these award-winning Donald Ross-designed courses. Enjoy a round with your kids and unwind with your favorite food and drinks in the grill room. For championship golf, look no further than your backyard. Mill Creek Golf Course.
As Comco celebrated 70 years in 2022, we have much to be thankful for. We are proud of the Comco culture as we serve our customers with Comco Care with our premier customer service, quality parts, and on-time delivery. The partnerships we have with our customers and our community are second to none. We thank you for your continued support. We are proud to be part of this community and will continue to offer great jobs for great people.
Nick Crawford, the one being helped off the field, walking off on his own. Looks like a little potentially sprained ankle, but a penalty marker was down as well on that play, and it will give an automatic first down. I think it was roughing the passer, and so in business now, 1st and 10 from the 34. Go the Titans. A bit of a high snap. Logan reels it in. Now looking deep down the sideline for Brown, but he throws this out of bounds, and Brown comes up a little frustrated as Peyton Cook in there on the coverage was right there. If that ball was anywhere close, don't know if Brown would have had a shot to reel that in. And Brown has really wanted to get a couple of those deep shots, but they have been out of bounds every time. He hasn't had a shot. But Peyton Cook, another one of those young sophomore athletes who is wanted by just about everybody. Between him and Elbert Hill, this team has a lot of young talent that shows out defensively. Eli Lee, the final Knight to bring down the runner, Woodward. And so 3rd and 5 upcoming, line to gain the 44. And the defense jumps. We'll just have to wait to confirm, and yes, show. Again, depending on the spot, I believe this will give them the first down. And yes, it will.
Football teams will not leave the field until all spectators have exited the stadium. Parents, may wait for your next by your car.
So 1st and 10 now from the 44 following the defensive penalty. Man goes down into the flat. Quick screen to the right side. And still on his feet. Some room to maneuver. And that's Davion Brown getting his way up past the 35. And now Brown a little slow to get up. His helmet came off there at the end. And that's not a good sign. Hopefully week 1 cramps for him, folks. We'll step aside yet again. Be back with more football here from Akron.
We believe expectations are made to be exceeded. At the new Toyota of Warren, it's about more than just getting a great deal. It's about service you can count on and a friendship you can trust. Year after year, we've done what we do best. We've gone the extra mile so you could too. Because we know it's just not about buying a new car. It's the start of a new adventure. Toyota of Warren, driven by you.
Everything you need to find a vehicle you love is right here at Greenwood Chevrolet. I'm Tracy, and I have the tools to make buying a car you love easy. Browse our inventory in person or online and find a vehicle that's right for you. Next, I'll get you approved for financing that works for you. Then, drive home in your new vehicle. I'm Tracy, and I have the perfect plan to help you drive home in the perfect vehicle. Find a vehicle you love only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
We all come to Archbishop Hoban High School with our own unique experiences, with our own story. We come to Hoban to become the best possible versions of ourselves. We are the light of the world. We are Hoban.
Welcome back, folks. It's 1st and 10 from the 32 after the long pickup by Davion Brown off the screen. And for Hoban, looks like most of the starters out of the game. Couple still out there. Tyson Campbell, one of them, is over as the nickelback on defense. Hovering over the slot. We'll see how long starters remain in the game. 4 minutes to play. Again, a running clock here in Akron. As just throwing this one down to the line of scrimmage. Logan had nowhere to go. Pressure in his face. And this defense just staying locked into the very end. And I believe in there on that play, it was number 99, the sophomore D lineman, Liam Barger, applying the pressure. Incompletions do not stop that clock, by the way. So 2nd and 10. Clock continues to roll. Woodward on the run, but he is going to be taken down at the line of scrimmage. And there to make the tackle, Michael McElrath.
Mike McElrath on the stop. The ball carrier was number 25, James Woodward.
And so 3rd and 10. And folks, it's been our pleasure here on your sports network, home of the Archbishop Hobans, to bring you this interstate matchup between Ohio and Virginia. Always a pleasure seeing these teams from out of state. Football always playing a little bit differently in every area. As Coach Terrell going to take a timeout now on 3rd down. This should stop the clock for a couple of minutes here as we give our final thoughts into the night. And folks, got to hand out a Player of the Game award. I think it should go to the guy who scored all of their offensive touchdowns. Number 25, Caleb Jones. Another phenomenal day at the office for him, just increasing his totals. 8 touchdowns now on the season through 3 games of work. Folks, there were people questioning whether or not he could fill in at running back for Mr. Ohio football from a season ago. I think those questions have been answered through 3 weeks of play. It's yes. Maybe he doesn't give you always the biggest play out of it, but he is a grinder, just consistent 5 yards. He's not a guy you see get taken down for a loss very often. He takes whatever the defense gives it and then some. He's a very talented running back, and he's got some great guys around him to help out in the backfield with Feaster. And now, obviously, Ricky Williams taking a bigger step. They're letting Boykin move the football. All of this is creating a lot more space, and expect as this season goes on and teams get footage of what these other guys can do now and have to game plan for them. that we'll see Caleb Jones start putting up some 100-yard games. Don't have his numbers in front of me here for what he put up today, but back-to-back 93 and 92-yard performances in the prior 2 weeks. I imagine he's got some pretty good numbers here today. 3 touchdowns for him. Defensive player of the game, I'm going to split this one this week. Elbert Hill, 2 interceptions, one of them a pick 6, as a late sub does get off the field in Tanner Mintz for 3rd and 10. For Logan, stepping back in the pocket, looking off to the right side. He's got Ridley. He's got a first down, and out of bounds goes Ridley. And we'll say out of bounds there. I believe Braden Grant in on the tackle. Got lost in coverage. Opened up that defense to let that points through. Remember, starters pitch a shutout. Defense is going to jump here again. That was Mike McElrath, who had the big play earlier on in this drive. But this will be another free 5 yards. So second shutout of the season for the starting unit of Hoban. However, second team in here, looks like they might surrender their second of the year. Allowed 6 points to Frederick Douglass in the season opener down in Canton. And on the verge of it here if they can't take away this drive. 1:30 left to play. And not a whole lot of time with that running clock to get into the end zone if they will find a way to score. Woodward in the backfield, another high snap. Logan under pressure, gets this ball off to the left side. It is caught, but nowhere to go afterwards, as in there on the tackle is Braden Grant. Taken in by Bryden Kelly, senior wide receiver. Haven't called his name yet today. As now down to the 7-yard line, it's a first down. First and goal.
First and goal for the Titans.
Inside of a minute. 52 seconds now to be exact. Tegan Logan going to ride the distance out with his crew here tonight. Takes a snap, looks to throw, tries to take off with it now, and will run out of bounds. That will not stop the clock, however, as it would normally, and I think they'll give him just maybe a yard, if anything.
Patrick Tinsel runs Logan out of bounds.
Tinsel, the one to force him out. So perhaps the final play here. Logan looking to the end zone, and is this caught? It is. So Brennan Ridley will get Trinity on the board here in the late goings. So just some late stage dressing here, but it does count the same, as that will pretty much do it here from Archbishop Hoban. 11 seconds on the clock. We'll get the ensuing kickoff as a man running out there late onto the field, as Evan Goldschmidt out there for the extra point. Goldschmidt's kick is blocked. The Hoban Knights taking away 6 points. And so this scoreboard not too far off from their season opener. 45-6 win over Frederick Douglass. It's going to be a 34-6 win here at home in their home opener against the Trinity Episcopal Titans from Richmond, Virginia. Folks, it's been a pleasure broadcasting tonight's game. Thank you to the Hoban staff. Thanks to Richmond, Virginia's Trinity Titans and their fans as well for coming out here and supporting their team. It was a pleasure tonight to see both of these crews in action. A lot of great talents on both sides, and just unfortunately tonight Hoban had it and the Titans didn't. So this one a lopsided victory here at home, but I don't think that any of the Knights fans are going to be complaining about how this game came to its epic conclusion. Ben Alec Caberna here on your sports network, Archbishop's home for the 2023 season. We'll be here all year, folks. And one final kick should just about do it. Elbert Hill and Tyson Campbell the ones back to return it. We'll see if they do elect to return or just let this bounce wherever it may fall. Mentioned player of the game, Zelbert Hill and Caleb Jones. Jones with 3 rushing touchdowns, Hill with 2 interceptions, 1 leading to a pick 6. Goldschmidt out there to boot this ball away for the final time tonight. This is taken in by Campbell, and he is just going to walk this out and take a kneel down. And they will allow this clock to run off. Oh no, they will stop it. So we'll see Boykin go out there to take one final kneel down, but folks, this game is over. It's been over for quite some time here, and this will put an end to the 14-game winning streak for the defending back-to-back state champions in Trinity. The Titans go down today here in a great performance all around, and yet again, special teams, Mr. Ryan Burns, just doing it all for this crew. The only knock against him is he might have kicked a 50-yard field goal too hard and missed it just a little bit to the right side. But that really the only knock against this team here tonight in Hoban. Defense was on it, got in there and really did whatever they want, as this will be the backup quarterback on for Hoban here to finish out the game, and Victor Clark. He will take the kneel down and officially put a close to tonight's contest. So from east of Akron, Archbishop Hoban moves to 3-0 and defends the state of Ohio for the 3rd time this season. Akron East coming to town next week, folks. Catch that noon game next Saturday on your sports network. Alec Caberna from YSNLive.com, the official home of Hoban football for the 2023 season. We bid you good night. Hoban wins it 34-6.
YSN thanks you for watching this presentation of your sports network. For stories, stats, and more, go to YSN Live.